everyone. This is the Management 4813 Strategies and Policies class BSG company presentation. And my partner is Mary Green. I'm Tecia Hendrix, and our company name is DuraTread. We kind of wanted to get started with telling you what our strategic vision was. First of all, we wanted to do our best to accomplish each goal that was set and really put our best foot forward towards getting there and understanding what it takes. We wanted to create a successful business where we could really evolve and learn as we went. We worked hard to understand what was expected and how to achieve everything that was set in front of us, and it was a lot of trial and error. There was a lot of learning involved, but at the end I think it all paid off. We wanted to keep our costs low, but also ensure that we were selling enough and keep our sales increasing where we were able to have a successful company. Okay, our annual total revenue. In the beginning, year 10, in US dollars, our revenue was $432,000. In the next year, we did have a drop, and we were down to $418,000. And I think most of that was just figuring out kind of what we were doing and what we were trying to achieve, and changing our numbers around, trying to figure things out. But after that, we were successfully able to increase our total revenue in each year. And by year 19, our total revenue in US dollars was up to $1 million. And then in our final year, year 20, our total revenue was $1,116,000. Our annual earnings per share in our first year, year 10, was $2 a share. And it rose a little, but then we had an issue where it kind of dropped. But we were able to figure things out and change some things, and we were able to successfully get that number to increase each year. And for example, year 18 was $6. And we were able to get that to rise to $7.83 in the next year. And then by year 20, our final year, we were at $9.33. Our annual return on equity investment, or our ROE, this one was a tricky one. It kind of gave us some issues. In year 10, it was 20%, and then after that, it dipped down to only 10. Then year 13, it was back to 17. In year 15, we were at 24, and it stayed in that area. Kind of went down in year 18. But after everything was said and done and some tweaking on our numbers, we actually were at 31% in year 20. Our credit rating for our first year, in year 10, was a B, and it stayed right around that for the next couple of years, and then we were successfully able to get it to an A in year 13, and we were able to keep it at an A all the way until year 18. Now we did go down to a B+, but still not doing that bad. In comparison with all of the other companies and their annual credit ratings, it was really similar. So I feel like we all were doing about the same. I feel like we all did pretty well. Alright, our year-end stock price. When we began in year 11, it was only $14.20. And then, unfortunately, in year 12, it did drop down to $6.89. But After that, we kind of worked things out, fixed the kinks, figured out our numbers, talked things over, and ever since then it was able to successfully rise. Now if you look at the top graph, the numbers that we and the year-end stock prices that we have highlighted, I believe those are the ones that were the most successful in each year. And I feel overall Group C definitely had the best numbers. And I think they did a very good job. Our annual image rating, as you can see, I circled where we got the best score, which was in year 16, and it was a 69. This is something that we really tried to keep up, and where we really tried to get up to that goal number, and it was just something that was difficult, but we really hung in there, and the numbers aren't too bad. And our average at the end from year 18 to year 20 was a 68. And again, the numbers that are highlighted are the best ones for that year. And again, Group C did do a very good job throughout. They had very good numbers. Alright, our internet and wholesale marketing. This is something that is very important and something that I wanted to make sure that we focused on, because if without marketing, you really can't have a successful business. If no one knows who you are or what you're doing, what you're trying to sell, then how can you expect to have a successful company? Marketing is very important, I feel, for any business, any company. And so this is something that I really wanted to try and focus on and try and be good at and put efforts into. So for North America, our SQ rating starting out was a 4, and we pretty much had a similar SQ rating throughout, and by year 20 we were able to have a 5.4, and we sold in our last year 4,200 pairs on wholesale, and from internet we sold 1,100. For our internet and wholesale marketing in our Europe and Africa, we started out in year 11 with our SQ rating at a 4. And again, that stayed pretty similar around that area. But by year 20, we actually had a 5.6. With internet pairs sold in the last year, we had roughly 1,000. And with wholesale pairs, we had 2,700. Our internet and wholesale marketing for the Asia and Pacific again started with a 4 for our SQ rating, and we bounced up to a 5 in the next year. And then by the end, our year 20 was a 5.5. Our internet pairs sold was 1,200. Our wholesale pairs were a whopping 5,000. I'm very proud of that. We worked hard for that. Our internet and wholesale marketing for Latin America, our SQ was a 4. And it did bounce to a 5, and then lowered just a little in the next couple of years, but in the last year, year 20, we were at a 5.4. Our internet pairs sold for our first year was 225. By the end, we had 589, and our wholesale pairs beginning was 1,275, and at the end, we had 1,858, and I am happy with those numbers.
As you can see, in our private label strategy, we did not continue with the private label sales. We did gain a contract the first year and sold some of the extra shoes, but the profits were slim. And the next year we were seeing that we were needing those additional shoes towards our wholesale and internet sales. DuraTread's finance strategy, we focused on marketing. Internet marketing was capped in almost all regions except for Latin America. Wholesale, we tried to support retailers in order to expand stores and to sell more of our products. With celebrities, we were able to gain 2 bids on 2 different celebrities. One of them, we were able to extend the contract for another 3 years. But we were not aggressive enough in the bidding for celebrities, which I think really hurt our marketing strategy. In the beginning, we really tried to limit loans in order to make our profits pure profits and to avoid the cost of interest rates. We did expand our factories to avoid tariff costs when it comes to shipping. We expanded in both North America and Asia Pacific, and then we opened another factory in Latin America. If we had more time, we would have probably opened another one in Europe. We were focused on making sure that our growth and profits were steady, consistent growth, that we didn't have huge leaps backwards like we did in year 11, and that through the rest of the 10 years that we would be steadily going up. We were also focusing on trying to purchase production improvement options whenever possible, whenever we had a little bit extra cash to spend on these items. Our production strategies were to expand and improve our factories. Whenever the improvement options provided a significant value or we had the extra money to spend on them, we tried to purchase those options. We did expand factories to limit the shipping costs and to avoid tariffs. We opened one in Latin America and also expanded in North America and Asia. We tried to find a good balance between the materials, superior materials and the standard materials, in order to provide a good quality product without being extremely expensive and eating into our profits. We also looked at the value of private label contracts versus clearance. We did try private label contracts first, but they did not provide enough profit to continue with. The occasional clearance was a good option, not always, because that does hurt your image and brand in different ways, but every now and then a clearance was good, and that was our production strategies. In internet marketing, we had several competitors, especially groups A and C and G. As you can see, in North America, Asia Pacific, and Europe, we were all right in that one section. Latin America, we were a little bit farther behind. Group C and Group A had bigger areas, and we're selling more models in Latin America than we were. We did try to really expand on our internet marketing. It was a large amount of our expenditures, but I think the thing that hurt us the most was not gaining these celebrity contracts. We were just not aggressive enough in the spending because we were afraid of overspending and then putting us into overdraft and high interest, and that fear of not risking, I think, ended up hurting our company in the long run. When competing with wholesale marketing, we did very well in Asia Pacific. You can see from the image that DuraTread is the green, we are a large circle, and we are big competitors against the other teams. In North America, Europe, and in Latin America, not so much, especially Latin America. We had a hard time gaining sales in Latin America overall. But we are on equal footing when it came to North America and Europe. So competing wholesale marketing, I think we did fairly well. DuraTread's strategic targets for years 21 and 22, I think we would like to continue with steady, consistent growth. Net revenues in year 21 getting to $1,250,000 and to $1,400,000 in year 22. EPS in year 21, we would like to get up to 1050 from the 933 that we ended on. And in year 22, get up to $12. Our return on investment, we would like to continue that 1% growth per year. I know that might not be possible every year, but in year 21, 32%, in year 22, 33%. Stock prices, year 21, we would like to go from 119 up to 135. In year 22 to 155. That's about $20 each year. Small, consistent growth, steady improvements. In year 20, our image rating did go down to a B. We had put out several loans in order to expand our growth quickly. So we would like our image to go back, credit image to go up to A- in year 21, and in year 22 to an A. Image rating is something that we struggled with. The main thing I think was not being able to gain celebrity endorsements. Those contributed to large growth for image rating. The highest we got was 69. I would like our company to be able to go up to 70 and higher and be more aggressive in bidding. Future decisions in DuraTread, we would continue to expand in Latin America, open a new factory in Europe in order to avoid tariff shipping costs and to produce more, eventually opening a private label and try to win private label contracts. We would also be more aggressive in celebrity bids in order to gain those endorsements and improve our marketing and image. And with our factories, we'd also purchase Production Improvement D in order to add the robotic option to our factories so that we would gain that 50% of production. So lessons learned, we learned a lot of them. First off, when it came to celebrity bids, we would have been much more aggressive. We were trying to prevent the risk of overdrafting and having the extra interest to pay off. But in the long run, I think our company would have expanded much more if we had not been so overly cautious. We would have also taken out loans earlier in order to expand in other regions sooner, and to make improvements in our factories earlier, and including expanding to all the countries, all the regions. We expanded into Latin America, but not into Europe. So if going back, we would definitely take out the loans in order to make expansions into all regions. In the beginning, we were trying to do a low-cost shoe, but eventually we discovered that it would be more profitable for us to go with marketing and being aggressive in marketing. I wish we would have figured that out a little bit sooner, so that is definitely a lesson learned. And also our corporate citizenship, I think we were improving throughout, but I think if we've been more aggressive with it and providing the charities, the recycling, items of that such sooner, I think that would have also helped with our image sooner as well. So there was a lot of lessons learned in our business. So me and Tecia just want to tell all of you, thank you for watching our presentation. The business strategy game was a lot of fun in some ways and very stressful in others, but most importantly, we learned a lot. We hope you all have a great semester and great holidays. Thank you, guys.